Good morning, good morning. This is welcome to my shop, Slop's Plastic Cups. The last video of the slop in the shop. This is another, or you're going to be seeing the slop in the shop. So I'm just doing a new intro for the rest of them from now on for a while until I decide to change it. So this is slop the shop. This is the things I'm doing. I've got 2 or 3 projects most of the time going on. Instead of trying to make videos for each project dedicated, I've decided just to take the videos of what I'm working on, and it might be a compilation, it may be one project. So that's going to be what the slop the shop is. So enjoy. Amazon come across today. This is the belts. This is the disc there, and I got these from Amazon. I think it was $35. There's like a 10-pack of each. So I've got the belts hanging right there. This hanging here. I've moved the Harbor Freight away. So there we go. We got a standing running. And basically what I'm going to use this for is what I want it for. This 1 inch will be perfect width for a lot of stuff I do in my shop. And I mean, considering that's a freebie, I paid $0 for the grinder. The only thing I got in it is basically the other. And there's another new item in the shop. This heater that you see right here, my fiance Chris had bought it, and she'd had it. And she had loaned it out to some of the members of the family. And just people using stuff, sometimes it gets a little dings and dangs on it. She actually had it in what would be in our garage house. Her dad actually kind of stayed in it. That's what she had it for. And she took it out and loaned it to one family member, and it went to another family member. And just the fact that they actually moved from one house to the other in the process. They have some small kids, and this thing's bounced between being moved to 3 family members and some kids, so it's got a little beat, a little bit dings and dangs on it. Perfect for in the shop, so that's what she was trying to get it back for me, because instead of relying on the other electric heater, this must be a ceramic, and this sucker, I mean, it's about 50 outside, and I've actually had it on here just a couple of minutes, and it's done raise the temperature a couple of degrees. I'm putting together a care package here. I got my a good friend of mine, and I'm going to say a good online friend. I've never met a gentleman in person. Tom down Hilltop Machine. He's close by. He actually lives probably within about an hour of me. And he asked me about some Darling. Did I have any extra? He was looking for some material. And excuse me, this stuff here kind of does get a little bit pricey. And I've got a pretty good collection. So I told him that I'd share. Well, the problem is I'm retired and he still has a job. And we've been corresponding by email. And the problem is we just can't seem to get together. So I'm gonna use this bag that I got hopefully from Amazon, and this will fit. Alright, so down here in the bag, if you can see, I got some. This is my holder camera handheld. We'll bundle this all up and tape it up real good and make sure it won't come apart in the mail. We'll send its tail right on down the road. It's only got to go to the other side of Charlotte, so it ain't gonna be in the mail long. So there we go. That's what you call reusing the package. This is what my Amazon belts come in, and all that Darling's in it, and it's taped up. And I've taped the fool out of it, and it should be good because it's not going the other side of Charlotte. So that's basically tomorrow or the next day. So there we go. One thing is certain, this is Thursday morning, early March, and this is going to kind of go on in my little Slop in the Shop clips. This particular week for me has been an unusual one, and that I haven't had very much shop time. Excuse me, I'm going to throw some trash away. And the reason being is Monday, well, see, I worked a little in shop Monday, but I had some things to do. Tuesday, I had to go see my Edward Jones, was getting some of the loose ends of my retirement tied up, financial stuff. And then, and that took about half a day, so it kind of really put a damper in it. And Tuesday was really rainy and messy. And yesterday, I felt like I spent the day on the road because I was at the doctor's office and had a care plan meet for my mother in the rest home. So this morning, and again, now it's turned back a little cold, and that's to be expected in North Carolina. We've had a pretty decent little warm spell here. A couple of days in the 70s. I actually had shorts on in February. So here's what I got. These are the cabinets. I took off another one that I'm going to set under the lathe. And they finished drying. I painted them yesterday. I had a few minutes. So then we're going to go into the shop and see what we can get into this morning. So this is, and like I said, I tell people all the time who live here, hey, we get winter comes back. You know, we may have blooming trees, but this morning was frosty on cars and stuff, and we may even have a dose of winter weather. Usually you have at least one cold snap before Easter here. So there's where we at. I haven't decided what's going in it. The colors are not perfect because there's 2 or 3 different kinds of paint there. But what I've got is basically a little quick organization under my lathe, and you've seen this picture. So the new box, the one I just took from outside's here. I'm just setting these tool holders on the top. I may end up doing something else. The red box is the little toolbox that comes from Grizzly. So today I'm just going to kind of do some odds and ends tidying up. I'm still working on some tidying up. So that's kind of where we at. Folks, this is Monday, March 12th. And this is probably going on my kind of Slop the Shop video this morning. I just stepped out. It's about 8:30 in the morning. What I want you to see, notice, and whatever else you want to say, is you look how the difference in the weather. It's about 37, 38 degrees, cold, rain. There's just a little snow in it. I mean, just a small amount. And you've seen some of my videos in the last couple of weeks of how pretty it was. Well, this is how quick the weather changes in North Carolina. This is the bottom. I bought, there's a couple of purchases, and I'll flip this over where you can see this a little better in a second. I'm going to clean it. This come in Friday is a rotary table. I found this one on eBay. It's an import, but it's a 10-inch, and it was quite reasonable in price. This is a one-directional rotary table, but I think it'll be fine for my use. And I actually got it under $300, and I've been saving up for one of these for a while. So it's hard to find any used American ones here. And I picked up a bottle of argon for the welder. Over here behind the trash can is a portable bandsaw from Harbor Freight. I've got a swag table on the way. Actually, what I'm going to do is set me up this to use for when I need to do vertical bandsawing, and I can set this over in the corner and use it. So this morning I'm going to be working on just getting all my stuff put back together. And like I said, it's fairly cool outside. And one of the problems I'm having here is I can't keep sanding this on my sander on the side. And I don't know why. you put them on, they stick. I guess temperature changes get to them. I'll probably get a little bit of spray adhesive to see if that'll help it. So, but I don't use the side that much, and it's not going to be that big a deal. I really like this Delta. What little bit I've used it since I've got it, I really like it. You know, I put these knobs on it. I told you about the other day in the switch. And I don't know the story. All I know is it was given to me. So you've heard me talk about it. I've got the heat on this morning. So let's get some work done. There's a top view of the rotary table. Cleaned up. It is an import, and it did come from China. Actually, I bought it off of an eBay seller, and the seller shipped out of Norcross, Georgia. I ordered this on eBay like in the middle of a day. PayPal paid for it, and it arrived here at the house the next day by FedEx. I was taking a rag here with some WD-40 to get all the rust preventative off of it and stuff, so that it'd be usable. But I'm gonna really enjoy this. I mean, it's something I really wanted for several years, and I just hadn't been able to get one. So this is a saw unboxed. Just to give you this big old plastic box. I've got some extra blades with this, and now my plan is I'm going to set this up probably once I get my swag table. And I'm going to make me a little mount, set the table on to bolt it probably here to where it can bolt onto my workbench. So I can just like bolt it down when I need it. And I kind of got an idea once the table gets here. I am not, when I'm planning on using mine as a bandsaw, period. I don't really foresee myself using it any other way. So I'm going to actually, instead of trying to put a plug box in like some of the people do, I thought about doing several things, and one of them is I thought about using a power strip and not. But I'm thinking I'm going to set mine up where I can set it here on the table when I need it, plug it in, then set it back over on the corner of the table or in the floor on something, you know, out of the way, and then just get it out as I need it. So that's kind of the plan with this. And there's one more thing today that I'm going to show you. I don't have a lot of stickers in my shop. I've moved several times. I had just a few, one or two from various people who had given them to me, and they kind of got moved around. Misplaced and whatnot, so I just don't have a lot. I'm going to start the ones that I get to collecting now, so I'm going to put them on the wall here beside of the whiteboard. I want to use my whiteboard, obviously. Well, the story behind this one here from Hilltop Machine Works, Tom, he's about 40 miles away or so, and we communicate a lot on emails, subscribe to each other's channels or whatnot. And he had expressed a need for some plastic knurling, and he showed on one of his videos he bought a box, and I emailed him and told him that I had a surplus of it, and I'd be willing to send him some rounds down, which he was really needing, and some other stuff, so, or meet up. Well, his work schedule kind of put the kiosk on that. And he emailed me the other week and more or less asked me, says, can you mail it to me? I said, well, I can. So I got up the material, bagged it up, I think, and you may see it in this video. And I mailed it down to him. And he was gracious and offered to reimburse me for the postage. So he sent me a quick note back about it getting there, and include the sticker and his business card. So we now have his stickers right there. And this is where I'm going to kind of, as I collect them, I don't know where I'm going to get into. I haven't never had any printed. I'll have to look into that. And if I do, then I'll have to start swapping them. So that's the first one on my wall. So that's where we at today. You've seen my video, and I looked at this, and man, this will come in handy on a smaller lathe. Excuse me, like I have. There's just not a lot of room. And there's sometimes, and then you've seen me do this, you want to set a boring bar or do something with boring bar. You want to be really accurate, so you want to put an indicator to your tool block. The full-size indicator just takes up a lot of room, and this half-inch travel will be perfect. So I seen this, or thought about it after I done it, so I purchased another one of these off of eBay. It's a Chinese. Needs more cutoff. And I ordered, and I haven't gotten yet from Banggood, at least 2 different boxes of these things. And I don't know how long it takes to get them. I got the blades fairly quickly. So I went to eBay and I found some more, so I've ordered them. This is a pack of 10. There's one more thing I want. I don't know how this is going to come up. This box came today too when I come in. And this is my swag off-road table for the bandsaw. And I stopped at Lowe's and I reconsidered my whole idea. And what I'm going to do, and there will probably be a separate video on this, is I'm going to take this box and mount it to the table. Then I'm going to use a plug. Damn it, I got 2 plugs instead of a switch. Well, I'll either have to go back to Lowe's and use a different switch plug. Probably got one out in the building. I'll keep the plug switch because I can use it. But I'm going to put a switch and a plug. I'll see if I have one. And then I'm going to put the box, and mount this box on the side of my table. After I've done some thinking about this, I'm going to mount this box like on a table like this. And then I'm going to put the switch with the plug. Put the plug at the bottom of the switch, whatnot. Then I'm just going to plug the cord. That way, if I do want to take this saw off, I'm not messed it up and have it wired straight. And I really considered it. So I've got the switch, plug, and cover. Well, I was going to have switch, plug, and cover. And then I picked up another drop cord from Lowe's. I picked up the wrong thing. Sometimes these bends in Lowe's. This is like a replacement cord for a power tool. Perfect. So all this is going out to the building. It'll probably be my next project. I know I've got some plugs that are white. Well, I'll just use them now. I ain't going back to Lowe's. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.